guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the raid aspect of Guild of Guardians. I'm also going to go through some leaks and some actual gameplay so you can kind of get a feel of what this game looks like. Now, on this channel, we do cover NFT games. I'm going to be covering several coming up later this year and also going into next year. So if you're interested in NFT gaming, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Let me know in the comments what you guys think and give it a big thumbs up, guys. So Guild of Guardians is a game that can be completely free to play. Now you do have an option on Token Trove or Immutable X that you can buy heroes, you can buy energy boosters, you can buy pets. There's going to be a really big aspect of this game, but ultimately you can play this game on your mobile device and it is going to be absolutely free to play. So they will start you with one single character. From there, you can actually go through, you can earn gems, you can earn different rewards, you can get multiple copies of the same character and level up the character to different levels. They're going to have weapons, they're going to have armor, they're going to have a really big depth of this. And today we're going to be looking at the raid aspect of it, which is going to be based on the guild. I personally am going to be starting a guild on here, so I hope that I do have 20 additional players. We are buying the basic guild in here, but we do need 20 players that are going to be dedicated to Guild of Guardians to go ahead and play. So let's go ahead and we'll get into the video. So looking at this one, this is the actual gameplay. So you can see here on the bottom, we do have 3 different heroes. There's actually a 4th one right where my camera angle is. So unfortunately, you cannot see that, but this is what the game is going to look like. Very cool. So each one of these characters are going to bring different weapons, different armor, different skills, a bunch of different functionality to them. And looking at the gameplay, you can see here is doing damage to different bosses or different mobs. So with this setup, and I want to pause it really quick, you're going to have 4 characters when you come in here. You're going to have yourself, which is going to be 1, and 4 UI characters, meaning they are going to be computer controlled. Now, it is going to be, or it has been said, that you're going to be able to switch between these characters depending on which one you're using. So you'll come in here, you will form a squad. 3 of the 4 will run UI, with giving you the ability to switch between them. So very cool. You can see down here, we have kind of like a tank hero. Looks like we have a caster over here and a caster here as well, which again, not sure about the dynamics. They haven't released the skills and abilities yet for Guild of Guardians. It is coming very soon, but we have seen some snapshots or sneaks of what it's going to kind of look like. You can see spawning spiders back here, guys, running around to get your distance out as an AoE caster right there is what they're running. You can also see here on the bars, they have the health bar, they have the ultimate bar. So once the bar does hit 100%, they're going to have special abilities that they are going to be casting within here, which is very, very cool to see. Now this one is a little bit more of a breakdown. This is your actual hero. So you can see this is Varric or Vernick. Fire, Healer, Fatigue 205. You can only utilize these heroes a certain amount of time before they do have to rest, waiting for them to come back. So it looks like 205 here. You can use energy potions on heroes if you want to use them more, kind of resetting their energy, but ultimately you can only use them a certain amount of time. You can see this hero is on level 3. It shows their overall power. And on the bottom, you can see here the squad power. So with the 4 heroes in the squad, gives up 485 in total power. Health, mana recharge, attack speed, strength, and defense, which you can see the little bonus numbers, which I'm sure is attributed to the gear that this hero has. Very cool looking. I love the RPG aspect of this. I love the ability to equip your heroes with different weapons and armor, things of that nature. Also, you're going to have a major guild crafting aspect of this game. A huge guild aspect of this, as well as raid bosses. Coming from a World of Warcraft environment, the raids were what really made the game, guys. Was a hardcore raider for over a decade with World of Warcraft, and it's very cool to see something like this that you can hop on, you can play every day, you can earn the NFTs, you can actually play to earn within this game, getting gems to go ahead and level up those heroes. So let's look at the white paper and see what the bosses look like. All right, so these ones I do zoom in a little bit. The Guild of Guardians Diary edition number 3. So this is the community newsletter where you can kind of learn everything about the game. So if you're interested in it, Discord, definitely a quick place to catch up on the game. So they got the ambassador program. similar that we've seen for Axie Infinity ambassador program. So you'll be able to actually play other heroes or lend out heroes. We're still seeing exactly how exactly that is going to work. Early adopters, of course, they raised $60 million with the coin that came out. Now for the updates, this is really the big thing. So here it is, guys. So these are the guild stones. Select a guild and start crafting items with your team. Now, from my understanding is if you're in a guild, your guild can actually collect recipes. You can craft guild items that are immediately sold to the market. And in turn, you do get paid for the items that you're crafting depending on your contribution level. So that could definitely change. But ultimately, this game is centered corely around a guild to start crafting items. You can go through the game, you can accumulate items without crafting them. If you are not in a guild and not getting kind of that income that is generated from the guild, ultimately, you're gonna have to, again, from my understanding, is you can collect items within dungeons, but you cannot donate those items or you cannot utilize those items to build and craft gear. If you are not in a guild, you will just accumulate those items in themselves. If you're looking at buying better gear or getting better gear for your heroes, you're actually going to have to purchase the gear, which is crafted in the guilds within the shop, which again, all subject to change on this game. And the raids, this is really what I wanted to look at. Raids are 16-player async boss battles that are organized by guild leadership. Now, like I said earlier, with my guild, we will have a slot for 20 players. Raids are 16 players, so 16 of your 20 players are going to be going in to fight this boss, which here it is the Winter Golem, a very, very cool looking boss. You can see there's a couple different tiers of this boss here. It also shows you the recommended players or the recommended heroes to use within here. Recommended power, depending what you're looking at. So here's the guilds, the raids, then of course the crafting. They offer unique rewards that are critical, like guild crafting and power progression. Each raid has certain requirements. So when you're breaking down a raid, and again, guys, this guy is absolutely awesome looking. Breaking down a raid, minimum power level of all 16 participants. So the more active that your guild is, the faster you're going to progress. Honestly, this is a game where guilds are so in tune. I mean, Guild of Guardians, that is exactly the name of it. But you have to be super in tune and super into gaming if you're going to get into this, in my opinion, because your guild is going to be very dependent on you, dependent on your progression, on getting more, weapons, armor, getting all of your heroes built up, getting them leveled up. It's going to make a very big difference in here. Recommend contributions from guild members who can't or don't want to join with a raid hero. Contributions include resource donation, consumption donation, dungeon completions, and more details to come out soon. So you can see here, this is kind of a mock-up of what it's going to look like. So we need 4 tanks in here. It looks like 7 damage dealers, a couple healers, probably some warriors, and then of course some support classes to ultimately go in and fight the Winter Golem, which again looks awesome. You can see all of these different heroes here, and there is an absolute ton of heroes, guys, when you're looking at this game that you can build, choosing what heroes you want. Again, we don't know the skills and abilities. We don't know exactly how awesome they are going to be, or what heroes are going to be the primary heroes that people are looking at. But you can see this is on kind of a phone because this is a mobile game, guys. I don't know if there's a PC version. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to play through like BlueStacks or an emulator of that nature, but ultimately it is going to be for the mobile phone. When recommended guild recommendations are met, the guild leadership can start the raid. Again, very cool looking. Guild crafting is the other one that I'm super excited about, guys. Crafting serves the primary purpose of creating NFT equipment that every player needs to complete more difficult content. So to get into higher content, not only do you need levels, but you also need gear. Recipe for a specific piece of equipment they wish to make. Recipes are earned from guild raids. So again, if you're not in a guild, you're not going to get these recipes to go ahead and make this equipment. The assortment of cubelets ranging from tier 1 to tier 4 across all the elements. Cubelets are found within the dungeons. So doing the dungeons, you'll pick up these cubelets. Again, you're not going to be able to use these cubelets unless you are within a dungeon. And then gems are what you're going to earn by completing dailies and weeklies. They can be earned by completing, again, dailies and weekly gem quests. Gems are going to be the token that you can buy and sell. Again, from my understanding, once a recipe is acquired, you can start crafting the equipment once it becomes open to all guild members to donate cubelets and gems to start the minting. Once it mints, the craft down counter begins. So you can see here, we have a couple different ones. When the item is sold, the earnings from the NFT are automatically split among all contributors. That is right, guys. So the more that you're putting in here, the more that you are contributing to building up gear, the more you're going to be rewarded in this game, which is awesome. The play to earn aspect absolutely coming through on this game, guys. You can see the couple different recipes they have, the couple recipes that are grayed out that they don't have. Also down here on the right, it shows the cubelets that it takes as well as the gems to go ahead and craft that, guys. And again, Guild of Guardians, it is just that. It is requirement of the guild to really carry forward. I can see this game being absolutely phenomenal. I love the gameplay. I love how it looks. You've seen the little snip that I showed you a little bit earlier. They've done quite a few leaks of the heroes. I'm going to pick up a couple of heroes. We're going to pick up a couple different pets depending on what we need so we can get these raids going within the guild. And I'm going to pick up a guild. Again, my guild is going to be the basic level 1, but it is going to be comprised of 20 players that are definitely wanting to put some time and effort into this game, which is awesome to see, guys. So one final thing before we conclude here, I was talking over on Discord and on Immutable X, I was looking at different heroes, different items, things of that nature, and these energy tokens. Now, this is what we were talking about earlier, that an energy token is going to allow you to one single time refresh the energy that is in a hero. So if you use that hero 5 times like we seen earlier, you can use an energy token to refresh that. Now, you can only own one energy token. You can only use one energy token. Once you use the energy token, it is an item you are going to keep. And I want to stress the importance of it. It is an item you are going to keep. It is going to have a cooldown timer upon use, meaning that it's an item that you are just going to recycle as the cooldown comes up. You can recycle and get your favorite heroes back up to utilize again, which is very cool, guys. I highly recommend getting into and purchasing one of these energy tokens first, or even if you get a free hero. I think the energy token is going to be super beneficial just for the simple fact that you're going to be able to reset the energy once you're done for the day. So again, you do, let's say 5 dungeon runs, use your energy token for the day, you get to do 5 more dungeon runs. That is going to be a lot more EXP. That's going to be a lot more cubelets and a lot of other things, guys. So that will do it for today's video for Guild of Guardians. Again, let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.